A change is coming as the government has increased the fines under the Wildlife Protection Act as well as the Natural Resources Conservation Authority Act. But as we understand, it's been a request for the longest while. Trisha Gay Kelly tells us more.
For years, environmental advocates have voiced one common request: stricter penalties for companies that breach environmental laws. These laws include the Wildlife Protection Act as well as the Natural Resources Conservation Authority Act. At least two experts expressed concern with the fines under each act as recently as 9 months ago.
Right now, the private sector has the upper hand. They can pollute and damage the environment and get away with it.
What are they getting? A slap on the wrist? $50,000 or $100,000 under the NRCA Act or the Wildlife Protection Act? It's not adequate. If we were supposed to adequately enforce existing laws, I believe we'd be in a much better position with respect to our environment.
And it seems their calls for stricter penalties were heard, since the fines under both acts have been amended from mere thousands of Jamaican dollars to millions. It was only fitting that we revisited CEO at Jamaica Environment Trust, Dr. Theresa Rodriguez Moody, to hear the advocate's view on the increase.
We are aware that the amendments to both the NRCA Act and the Wildlife Protection Act was tabled before Parliament. And yes, there are significant improvements in the fines. And this is a really good thing. It's something that we've been calling for over 10 years, I believe.
The fines range from the lowest $1 million or 6 months in prison up to $5 million or 5 years in prison, with the deterrence averaging $3 million or 3 years in prison. Dr. Rodriguez Moody says, however, they await improved enforcement of the acts.
This is not fully through the gate, right? So it has been tabled, but there are a couple more steps to be taken before it is approved. A couple of the things that we are pleased with is that now body corporate is specifically included. This wasn't there before. And so on top of the fact that fines are higher, body corporate is now specifically allowed, and you can go all the way to circuit court.
The expert has listed this a step in the right direction. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.